Hello, all. I hope everybody's doing okay. As of right now, it says that there's nobody in here, but I'm actually carrying on a conversation with Damien from Mustangs, Mopars, and Minivans. So, not entirely sure why it says that. Oh, now it says there's three. We haven't had a lot of progress. Oh, hey, mute that. um, we haven't had a hey, hot rod guy. We haven't had a lot of progress on Stone Soup, but that's because Jamie has 50 other projects in his yard. So uh, I've sent the link, and I'm going to post the link for those who would like to come up. I'm here because I heard there was cake. You're right, there is cake, but it's up here. You got to come up here. So let's pin. Oh, I got to wait for somebody else to make a comment. There we go. Pin message. All right, so we're going to hang out and wait for those who are involved in the build to come up and say hi, howdy, and all that stuff, and kind of give you guys a few updates, maybe have a laugh or two, and maybe a little bit more focus on the build. But there's not a lot going on, just sort of a update video. It's been a couple of weeks, so yeah, there you go. How is everybody? How are everybody? That's not right, but whatever. I appreciate it. Tony, Tanner, Michael, how are you guys? Never bored. Hey, you might be getting a surprise here in a couple of days. Well, not like at your door or whatever, but like on the interwebs. So, Jim, hello. How are you? Donnie, I would really appreciate an extra hand up here, but I was thinking that there's a lot more steel on that car on the inside as well, and I'm not allowed to make the outside the way I wanted it, so now I gotta do that. Hey, Crash, how are you? Nobody's jumped up yet, but I'm going to give them a few minutes before they do. Just saying hi, howdy, and all that good stuff. Checking to see how everyone's doing. Hi, Colleen. How are you? If you guys haven't, check out, please. There's a GoFundMe for ASO. He's a buddy of mine. And okay, we'll see you in a minute, Lovejoy. He really needs some help. I know that everybody needs help nowadays, but he's in a bad way. Every dime counts. It doesn't matter if you send him a dime, it'll help. So I don't know where the link is at for that right now. It's just me. I didn't come prepared. Oh, I take that back. I did my hair, but sleeping with the baby. When I was a younger father, my youngest daughter, the only place she'd sleep was on my chest. I could never get anything done. Now she's 5'7" and towers over her own mother. So. Actually, Damien, Colleen, if you guys are able, can you post that link for ASO's? ASO's GoFundMe, please. I can't navigate away from this stuff. So. Well, anyway. That's about it. I'm waiting on the folks to join up, and Lovejoy said he'd be up here in a moment. And, I'm kind of sort of counting on Junkyard Necromancer. I've sent invites to. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate it, guys. Go check out. It's this way. Go check out that link. He needs a hand. I've sent invites to both Dalton and Jamie, but Lord knows if they'll show up. We know they're busy, so I know that I missed a couple of invites. So if you're on the list and I missed you, please don't be offended. I've been doing all this stuff and die casts and editing. Been a nightmare. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Glad to have you here, Ray. But anyway, so the only major update that I've got right now is that the trip from Seattle to far western Montana kind of got poo-pooed. They Junkyard Necromancer's wife is very, very with child right now, and he doesn't want to be too far away from her. I put that up in a post late last week, that I don't blame him. So he did offer to go as far as Newport, which is oddly enough where the car started. So it'll be going back across Washington toward where Scott actually started the trip to take it over to Jamie. So we're also looking for more volunteers. Anybody who knows a shop that's roughly along the route, you can contact me via my email or even leave a message right here, and I'll contact you. We've had some folks step up and say they'd like to donate parts. Jim's Fastback has actually offered to give us a couple of rims, so that's pretty cool. I mean, throw a couple of spares in the trunk if we need them, but what can you do? So, oh geez, that Adam guy. How are you, sir? I've got a bunch of your stuff right there, out of shot, that you're not allowed to see. Come on, Connor, where you at? The car is it's a 1962 Dodge Lancer. It's one of the Virgil Exner designed crazy early 60s cars. 3 on the tree, slant 6, 2-door. It's not a super powerful, crazy car. And it was a Valiant at one point, Connor. It started out as a Valiant, but no. Jamie and Scott made a command decision, and I was okay with it because, what am I going to say? No. They made a command decision to do the Lancer because it was in better shape. So it's a Lancer. It's virtually identical, from what I understand, to the Valiant of that year or that era. So it's not exactly a huge difference. Yeah, you can. Dog water. Pardon me if I sound a little iffy. I'm kind of getting over a cold. And if there's too much noise from my air conditioner here, I can shut it down. It's a stunning, beautiful Ohio day, which is remarkable because Ohio is terrible for weather. But anyway. So come on, everybody. Anybody who's involved, come on up. We'll chit chat. Maybe have a laugh. But I really don't. I don't have much to say other than that we're still looking for folks that would like to volunteer for it. And 86, 30 mile an hour wind. Holy crap. Well, yeah, but you are on the plains, so the wind kind of comes and goes anyway. So, does anyone know of a shop along the route that they'd like to see participate, or even if you own a shop that's on the route and you'd like to lend a hand, we'd love to have you. More volunteers that we get involved with this, the more attention we draw to it, and the better off we all are. I'd be playing music or something in the background. I'd like to maybe mix some Smoky Nazis. Okay. I'll just say it's a vape. Hey, how are you, Chris? Roger that. I appreciate it, sir. Yeah, I don't have an example here, but I did a 1/64th of Linda for him. And Chris, I have been looking for Cordoba bodies, and they just do not make them, man. That was weird. Somebody just walked through my neighbor's yard that I don't recognize. Well, have fun with that, Adam. Be safe. Yes, thank you very, very much. I had her. Yeah, right now I'm the only person in the world with a bulletproof mohawk. Or, well, now it's getting to be a faux hawk now. Empire of Rust, how are you, Bubba? You, if you want to come up, the comment or the link is pinned up at the top of the comments there. Snap on just, oh, that sounds bad. Not in the immediate, no. Hey, the stage zero, if you want to come up, the link is posted above you there. Tony, no, we don't have an actual launch date yet. There's my boy. Give me a second. Hey. How you doing, Mike?
What up, what up? Where's he at? Is he back there still? Is he still watching me?
I don't know. Can't see nobody.
There he is.
Don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. Hey, Carter. How the hell are you, man? And don't worry, I'm still looking for yours, too. Waiting on Mattel. Back to the question. No, we don't have a launch date of when Stone Soup leaves Jamie's just yet. He's got a couple of more videos, or at least one that he wants to shoot on it before he releases it. Lovejoy. Connor?
Howdy. I'm popping in my tripod right now.
Okay. Well, I could have waited. So Jamie's got I keep
guys, come here.
Jamie is trying to finish up at least one more video for Stone Soup. Jason, how are you?
Good.
That decent?
Yeah, you look fine. Well,
All
I
right.
mean, you look as fine as you can.
I look like me.
So it's just a matter of getting the gap from Seattle to Wachahe, I think is the name of the town, where Scott's buddy can pick it back up, and then back over to Western Montana. So there, I finally got the question answered.
Yeah, sorry it took me so long. I stopped to get the mail and couldn't reach the letter. I had to get out of the truck and get it. So they like to put them all the way in the back of my mailbox.
Oh, I was about to say, is that a short problem or?
No, it's if I pulled the truck any farther over, I'd be in the ditch.
Yeah, good Lord. Fortunately for me,
close to the road, but it kept getting hit.
My mailbox is about, I don't know, a foot across in width. So I don't have any problem. The Amazon people stuff all the packages in there. And then I come up, I'm like, everything's delivered. Where the hell is it? It's in the mailbox.
Well, special thanks to this guy right here who helped to develop the website. I am eternally grateful. It looks great. You are awesome, dude.
No, thank you. I was just happy that the default colors are actually kind of fit with the colors that.
I haven't visited the website yet.
That was actually by accident. I didn't choose those colors.
Well, I'm happy with it. It looks great.
Drop the link for the website, would you please?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's easy enough. Just functionalhistories.com. No ink in that one.
Hopefully it'll quick enough. Okay, good.
Glad to wear one of your shirts. If you
It probably help if I could spell.
Yeah, it's typically preferred.
Yeah, spelling's.
You could throw that in your YouTube channel too, or even on your Facebook. You could throw that link in there too.
Like link it on the YouTube.
Interprofessional Comprehensive Geriatric Assessment Tool. I don't think that's it.
The Valentine's Day Little Red. I don't know about those guys.
What?
I'm the one that says Happy Valentine's Day, right?
No.
On the door.
I think you might need to respell it there.
It might be at the wrong functional histories.
I would say probably.
Oh yeah. That you could easily go to the wrong place if you're not careful.
Yeah. Tanner, we don't have any shirts yet. Carter, have a good one. We are planning on some stuffs though. Maybe some hats, probably t-shirts, at least for all these guys, and maybe some to throw out at No Name, but that's an expense that we can't personally afford right now. So
I know the feeling.
I mean, we're getting there, but it's all kind of got thrown together at the last minute. The idea was out there for a few weeks, and then it's like, don't get me wrong, I love Scott to death, but something finally happened for him, and he's like, here. So, okay. But yeah, we're trying to get a bunch of stuff together. So, hey, Junkyard D, how are you? The link, if you would like to come in, is up above you there at the top of the comments.
Did Jamie say anything about jumping on today, or?
He's working on it. Actually, I think he said he was going to work on it today. So I know the biggest thing that he be happy, work and live in California. Yeah, no worries, man. I get it. I know that he said that the biggest thing that he wanted to do was the torsion bar. So
yeah,
broken torsion bar.
That's a pretty important thing to fix. And if anybody would know what they're doing, it's Jamie.
Sorry, I got a text from Mr. Atwood right there.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil.
All of you guys have a can. I guess I'm just gonna have to hold this.
You could just drink whatever's in
Yeah.
it.
I'll taste the rainbow.
Actually, I have a 75th anniversary Runza cup, not a can. I'll have you know.
A what now? A what?
So Runza is a restaurant that's kind of just Nebraska, but it's their 75th anniversary, so they're doing these cups that you can get refilled for basically free.
Nothing wrong with that. Permanent too, as long as you keep it, in good order, right?
They're really, really sturdy cups
yes,
for this pretty much the same cost as a regular fountain.
Kind of like back in the day,
the old Pizza Hut cups.
Quick Trip down here. We got they had the giant mugs. They're huge. I don't know. You could probably put a whole 2 liter in the darn thing, and it was like 25-cent refills.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I was gonna set up in the garage instead of the living room, but it's full of my tools from work, so I don't have anywhere to sit.
Go play, Goober. Good Lord.
Got a Runza in Lawrence, Kansas.
Do that.
Yeah, they just barely are. They've got 1 or 2 in other states, but it's mostly a Nebraska thing, from what I understand.
Well, I mean, when we're up that direction, then maybe I'll have to visit that because I haven't been there.
It's definitely worth trying.
Is it as good as Buc-ee's?
I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
Okay, well, so we don't have any common ground to measure.
But it's a fast food restaurant. It's not a gas station.
How the hell did we get on this?
Good question, Vic.
Buc-ee's is
yeah, it's Connor's fault. We'll blame Connor.
Everything's my fault. That's fine. My aunt agrees.
My kids are attempting to join. Yeah, there's one hand.
Hi, kids.
There's a few hands, and there's a Nerf gun.
As you do.
Right, go play with the dog.
Well, okay. So, anyway, brainstorming. Is there anything that we may have missed on, volunteers, folks that you guys know, things that we need to do to the car that I may have missed? Because I tried to be as comprehensive as I could with the list, but there's a reason that I play with these, and not those. So
yeah, I hope to get so I'm going to start the actual Stone Soup page next, and that'll have I'll have the list that you created, and then I don't know if people come in and they're working on it and they want to add to the list, we'll just have to update that. You'll send me a new image and we'll update it, and then people can kind of see what's going on. And then we were talking about some people wanted to do certain things, brakes and electrical, and so also put that in there as well. And then I think, and then if I get the map up too, if the other people jump in and they see where the the car's going and where it's going next, and then maybe they can kind of say, hey, that's not too far off of me, I can jump in and maybe help out. So
yeah,
that's kind of my hope is next to get that page up and going so that people can kind of see where it's at, to get a list of each person and then put that on the map too. We'll just do the city. We don't need to do your address.
Right.
We don't want people showing up.
I might be able to get a little bit more done on the car than I thought I would too, because I just recently acquired a second set of hands who's helping out with the channel. So.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Yeah, no harm, no foul there. There are a few folks that have claimed some items on the car, like things that they want to do, like you mentioned brakes. It's Ron Ward mentioned doing some welding on it. Now I don't know exactly what that means. Probably patch panel on the quarter, that kind of thing. But
floorboards, hopefully.
I'm hoping for floorboards, but you can poo-poo in one hand and hope in the other.
If they're not done by the time they get to me, I can muck something up.
Well, it's actually I think he's after you on the list.
Oh, that's not my problem.
He's in Indiana then. At least I think he is. I don't know. I got to look at the map.
I have a hard time keeping everybody straight.
Yeah, there's only 17 of us or 19 of us now. So, and that's why I said if I missed you in the email, then I apologize. Wiring is supposed to be taken care of. Patrick from Mostly Old Parts and Russ said that he'd take care of that. Pardon me, my ear itches. But as far as I don't know, do you guys know any body guys, folks that would be interested in straightening out the grill or the dents and dings that are in it?
The only body guy I know, and I don't really know him, I just watch his channel, is Dalton. But we don't know how much time Dalton's going to have to work on it.
Yeah, and he does do good work, man. I loved what he did with the
Silver dollar.
Yes, thank you. The silver dollar. As a matter of fact, I've got a little silver dollar sitting over there. I need to send him. I also sent him the link, and I'm not entirely sure that he might just be like Jamie. Jamie said he's actually like hip deep in a Dodge Ram right now. So
yeah, if it's the same one, right? Did you see it?
know.
Oh my goodness!
The green one?
No, I think it's the red one or the orange one.
I saw that green one, man. I fell in love.
It's slick.
That's great. I love that truck. Of course, I'd have to turn it into a little Red Express. We can't all have one of those.
He might be working on the ramp truck.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that maroon one, so I bought it and drove it home. So the
And then
funny
it blew
story
up
with
like a
that
week later,
was,
didn't it?
is they left a push rod. Someone left a push rod in the valley.
Mm.
And it made it 2,400 miles from Washington to Wisconsin, no problem. My son took it out for 20 minutes. He had it. He's blown up everything I have. If I want to like test something and make sure that it's like solid, I'll give it to him and he'll figure out how to screw it up.
That's actually a little impressive.
But
He's got the touch.
he's got the good touch. But yeah, he blew the engine, and the push rod finally made its way through the camshaft and took out cylinder 3, and it was a 318. And then we were going through, and it's got mix and match lifters, like they're different sizes. I just noticed that yesterday, so not a big deal. That engine was not a good one, but so when I was talking to Jamie, when I saw it on Marketplace, because I was looking for one that had replacement parts for my little Rex, I needed to get all 79 stuff. It's like 7 different trucks right now. And Jamie sent me a video, and I said, "You've got a really interesting voice. You should do YouTube. Do you have a you should think about doing a YouTube channel?" And he's like, "Oh, funny you should mention that." And, he said, "I do have one." And then he sent me the link to the truck. I'm like, "Oh, I watched that video when it came out, and I thought, oh, I love that truck. I sure wish I had
It's the same guy."
And it was a truck that I really liked when I saw the video. I thought, oh, well, that works out.
Oddly enough, I owe most of these connections that I have. Man, my ear itches like a bitch.
You got a tick on there.
Yes, probably. I don't know. It's Ohio. Oddly enough, I owe most of my connections to Colleen, who is over there in the comments. As soon as I posted, I think it was for maybe Horse Force, the diecast I did for Treadwear. We started talking, and of course, the whole No Name Nationals community blew up right after that. So, they blew up before I did, but for me, they blew up after that. So, yeah. What are you eating, dude?
My dinner. Sorry if it bothers you. I can stop.
No, it doesn't bother me, but it looks delicious.
It's Runza.
Oh, okay, that shop, yeah.
Chicken strips and French fries.
Yeah, I've been on a diet. I don't know if you guys can tell that.
Your mohawk was looking a little thinner.
Well, it's just the lighting. It's there. No, I was telling everybody earlier I had her gel it, and now it's like the only bulletproof mohawk in the United States.
Put some Kevlar in there; it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Who needs a helmet?
Well, yeah, I started looking into that too. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to paint that. I'm going to make it a project on the channel.
Everybody say hello to the Empress of Rust.
Howdy. I see you from the neck down. There she is. Um,
And the cat, Microbark.
man, not a cat person. Junkyard D said, I sent the digital mileage tracker to Jamie. Tracking showed it arrived on the 9th. I actually can confirm that he has it. However, it is 12 volt. So either he donates a battery or it skips some mileage. We'll figure that one out too, I guess.
I mean, how soon does it need a battery?
Probably within the next couple of weeks. He needs the space where the car is at right now, and he's going to want to get rid of it as soon as possible, which is why I'm doing this live stream so that we can figure out how to get it from south of Seattle over to Wachahe so that Scott can pick it up.
The stream has been invaded. I'm sorry.
All right. We had trolls when we were kids too, or when we were younger too.
All right.
Speaking of No Name Nationals, I just hit 390. We're getting there.
Oh.
Did you talk to John Wilburn about becoming part of the No Name 500?
No, I haven't done anything with that yet.
You should, man. We'll get you up to the 500.
Who do I need to reach out to again?
John Wilburn. If you just type in John Wilburn, you'll see a picture of his smiling pretty mug.
On YouTube, I think I'm subscribed to him.
Oh, there you go.
All right, I'll reach out to him this week.
Okay, guys,
Go. Out.
go finish reading your book. You've only got like what, 2 chapters left?
Go. Go play out there.
Might be a little late in the trip, but I sure can supply a battery. Well, I don't know, man. It seems like Nebraska, might be a little far out.
Go play, you guys. Come on.
Mike,
Might be something useful
I think it might be
do,
time
too.
to stop reproducing.
I only have 3. That's only 3.
Well, there you go, Lovejoy. Your number 390 was Junkyard D.
Thank you very much.
38 POS wants to know what dipping sauce you use.
I actually don't. I don't like Runza's Ranch, and I know that they supposedly have the best ranch, but it's just, it doesn't taste quite right to me. So I just eat it without dipping sauce like a sociopath. Yeah, 38 probably knows about Runza. He's from Nebraska.
Yeah, he was the one that was mentioning it. Yeah. Anyway, so we've got the mileage tracker. Once the car starts moving, I'm going to do updates probably daily on the website if you're okay with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That way folks can go to the website. It'll get some traction, and we can send folks from either our YouTube or the website over to the other channels that are doing the jobs.
Yeah, and it might be useful to put like, right now we know we need someone to get, transport from where it is to where it's going next. And that might be something we could just put like a banner that says, hey, this is where we're at. We kind of need this thing. This is the next thing we need to like have happen before, we go to the next step. Or, hey, we need this part, sooner than later. Something like that.
Well, how crazy can you get with the design on that website? Like, can you basically put anything in there?
Yeah, so I'm not using a platform, so everything I write it's the pure, like HTML and JavaScript. I don't have the restrictions that some website like platforms have. It's just a matter of my abilities and time. I can do whatever, but how much time am I going to be able to do it?
If you figured out
It's
HTML,
fun.
you're a smarter man than I am.
Yeah. I'm not even remotely capable of
That's part of my job, so it's not.
I just come up with good ideas from time to time. But
Yeah, and I'm not a creative person, so I need creative people to tell me what to do, and then I can,
So
I never.
have you guys ever seen like any of the big channels where they put like a dry erase board?
Mm.
You want to make a format similar to that? That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, which is kind of similar to what you have with your list, but if we did it in like a dry erase board, little check boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
I mean,
The other thing I do want to do is I'd like to get like a team bios. Like if I would like to have a page where we had, every team has like maybe a little blurb with, a picture, a link to their channel, and then, something about them and maybe, what they're going to do and so forth.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hell of an idea, actually. Build interest in the build, so to speak.
Yeah, that is a really good idea.
We're waiting for you to finish chewing for that.
I'm sorry, I'm hungry. I just loaded 50 truck bed liners onto a trailer and hauled them home. They were free. I couldn't say no.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, though. If something's free,
bed liners.
Usually take it.
Yeah, those plastic inserts that go into trucks.
Like just on the floorboard, not the plastic walls. Just
the walls and everything.
Oh, jeez.
50 of them for free. This guy passed away who used to live at this place, and I'm pretty sure he used to sell them because they're all Rugged Liner brand, and most of them are brand new.
I have one of those in my backyard. That's what I put all my useless tires in.
Would any of those happen to fit a Little Red Express?
Oh,
we lost Lovejoy.
He's explaining it in
He's explaining it in mute.
In Braille. There we go.
Nope, now you're muted. Now you're not. Still can't hear you.
Speak.
Just undo what you did.
Right, just stop doing stuff.
Funny thing, it was probably a jumping spider or something, jumped on his phone and turned off something. Something random like that. So anyways, guys, we're over here talking to Lovejoy, and we're not talking to Lovejoy. He left. The spider got
not
him.
anymore.
The spider won.
The spider won. Chris says we can line the whole trunk of Stone Soup with one of those.
They're actually they're pretty big. If he's got like full size truck bed versions, like what I got, the Little Red Express, probably they don't make anything similar to that. I would imagine.
It was kind of a joke because Jason has a Little Red Express.
Oh, I sprayed the black one. I sprayed.
Are we back?
Truck bed liner anyway. So
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Somebody tried to call me, and on an Apple phone, if somebody calls you and leaves a voicemail, it takes your mic so that if you wanted to answer the phone, it just automatically reroutes your mic to the call app. So but
Skynet's watching.
Send me measurements. One of them might fit your truck. So
I don't need
it. Like I said, man, it was just a bad joke.
Okay.
And the one that I'm going to take Jamie's body and put it on when I do the body swap, because I'm putting the black one on Jamie's frame, and then all his stuff is going to go on the Little Red frame, and then I'm actually going to do a Little Red, red, the way it's supposed to. It's going to be as close to the book as possible. I literally ordered a book that tells you how to make them.
Should I wait on this one that's sitting over?
Oh, no, that one's always going to remain how it is. Okay. I'm literally taking all those parts and putting it on the frame that's Jamie. So it'll look the same. It'll just be on the other frame.
I still need to send you pictures of the Fairlane, don't I?
Yeah, I've been waiting patiently.
I will take them tonight before the thunderstorm hits after we get off the live.
No worries, man. I don't know if you've been keeping up with my channel or not, like the actual Functional Histories channel, but we put up 3 videos in the last 3 days.
I saw that.
For later in the year posts and stuff. We're finally gaining on a lot of stuff. The only one I have within reach right now is for Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. That is a 73 Charger. So
looks really good. You are a talented guy.
Well, I appreciate it, but the thing I'm proudest of is actually the decals for it. Like I actually put the cracks in the hood.
Really? That's sweet.
Yeah. It came out with a weird pattern though. Like it patterned everything You see the lines, the vertical lines.
Yeah, the one Jamie showed yesterday, I was pretty impressed with the little decal on the side of that. That was pretty cool.
I wasn't able to catch his whole live stream. I didn't even. Did he show it? I didn't see that he showed it.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch the whole damn thing.
Hey, that's something to do, you know.
Well, yeah, yes, I have, Fox. I have been going crazy. I got a lot of stuff to do. But Jamie's, man, I love doing Jamie's stuff. He's so passionate about the cars, and when his Charger arrived, apparently they'd thrown it around well enough that it knocked the hood off of it.
Really?
So he's got a beautifully represented '68 Charger, but the hood is like under the car now. So that's
one little game. You can flip it around, and the game is trying to get the hood back on the.
Like those. How do you fix this? Puzzles, yeah. But anyway, so if anybody else would like to come up, the link is posted. We're just kind of horsing around, shooting the shit. We're making fun of him eat.
I've got 2 French fries left. All right.
Chug.
We thought about the same fucking thing at the same time. Oh hell!
Like minds or great minds think alike. That's what it is.
Well,
that's.
I don't know about great. There's definitely a mind in there. Talking about me, not you.
I mean, we got to give you some credit.
Yeah.
Got to keep that mohawk in shape somehow. It takes a lot of effort.
More effort than I'm willing to put in. Clearly.
I don't have the patience to keep this old beard in line.
Well, you said keep it in shape, and I was about to say round is a shape, man.
It is a shape. It's the perfect shape.
Well, I'm actually trying to get rid of some of mine, and it's obviously not showing yet because I get much bigger. I'm going to collapse into myself like a neutron star. But
you could donate yourself to the fusion reactor research. I mean,
yeah,
you're not an organ donor; you're a black hole donor.
Right. Thanks for that. Anyway, for those in the chat that are part of the build, can you do yourselves a favor and actually do Jason a favor and send him a brief?
Send it to you probably. It might as well make you the repository of all the stuff.
Oh, thanks.
Since everyone's got your information already.
I'll screw everything up.
Oh, I mean, if you can, yeah.
Could we make a spot on the Discord to send the bios to?
I'm sure we could. That would be oh god, Junkyard Necromancer thing though. He's the one who started that. So
go play out there, you guys.
I'm not really involved with that.
Fair enough.
I totally forgot what I was saying though.
Send
the picture. Send a brief bio synopsis of your shop, whatever you like to do, whatever your automotive focus is, or whatever, and we'll post it up on the website with a link to your probably your YouTube. Maybe the hell was that?
I don't know. I'm gonna go see who died.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do like if you wanted to send a picture for whoever's it's usually one person, but I know a couple have multiple people. But like I've got me and my 2 boys, even though it's majority me because they're young and too busy.
That overhead shot that you have of all your cars, that's a really good shot, man.
I'm just bummed I did that before I did had the channel. Because that would have been a good walkthrough. Well, we're going to do that again this year, though. Because we've got, it was that. Did it fall on a kid, did it?
No. They were using it to beat a plastic seesaw.
Would it matter? He's got spares.
I can't wait until my kid is born. Sounds like it's gonna be fun.
So my youngest at the time, he collects fans, and he used to watch a lot of YouTubers at the time destroy like the cheap fans, and so he would kind of like he'd find some fan and then he'd destroy it with like a small hammer or whatever, and he'd have his camera and he'd record it. And one time Mom wasn't paying very close attention, and he was going to destroy a fan, and it was pretty funny what he was doing, but she didn't know that he had gotten an actual like smaller sledgehammer. He's like 8, and he was also, because the camera wasn't working, he used the iPad, which he had propped up, and he takes a swing, and he lets go, and you can just see it slam right into the iPad. You can hear all the crackling of all the screen, and you can hear, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Then he says, "Thanks for watching."
That's great.
He goes in and panics, and
Timmy.
Yeah, we actually had Ridiculousness actually showed that clip.
Really?
Yeah, and
Really?
Who was the other MTV? Yeah, they wanted to do it a couple. No, it was a different one that he had. No, they wanted to show that one, but we gave it to America's Funniest Home Videos, and they're never going to show that one. A 7-year-old or 8-year-old playing with a sledgehammer and an electric fan that's still running. Yeah, smart choice. Good parenting skills. But there was another one where he had all his fans. He had like 90 fans. I think we had them all outside. Actually, a bunch of them were on the Little Red Express truck frame, because that's all it was at the time. And then they just showed that one, I think.
That's propulsion right there.
Last spring.
He was showing off all his biggest fans.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty funny.
Fox says that probably got 1 million views.
Yeah, I had to cut it up a little bit. I did put that on his channel, because he actually does get, the fan community is pretty huge. You want to talk about collectors?
That's an interesting community. I can't say I've ever heard of it.
There's a lot of fans in the fan community.
Indeed.
It has a lot to do with a lot of people on the spectrum as well.
Valid.
That's part of it. So
I mean, dare I say the community probably blows though.
yeah. Well, the vacuum cleaner, I mean, that group, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that one's pretty sucky.
I've been trying to use that one for years.
Of all the things to collect and mess with, a fan, I guess I never even considered it.
It got out of control.
That's interesting.
It's horrible. 1,000 of them in our house. I'm not kidding.
That's like some Mythbusters shit, man. Oh my god, it just occurred to me. Dude, Mike, if you put on a beret and shaved your beard down, you'd look just like Jamie.
Hang on, I gotta get. Yeah, you're right.
I got plenty of time wearing a beret. I don't think I'll dig one of them out again.
Is that a saluting thing?
My shoulder hurts. I think it's because I had to do this all the time.
Yeah, gotcha. Which branch, if you don't mind me asking?
Army.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I played with radars. It was very exciting.
Like 38?
I don't know. What does he do?
Well, no, not him. Like your MOS.
Oh, no, 14, Patriot.
Oh, okay. Oh, you okay? Never mind. Gotcha. Sounds like Jamie. Yeah, you do. If you were to lower your voice a little bit, you'd probably sound much more like him.
I was told once upon a time I should do that for Halloween. And I go, I cut this off? No. I don't shave.
Yeah, hell yeah. Sorry, my brain goes to weird places.
I stopped shaving in 2014, right as soon as I got out. Until I hit the Ford dealership, and they said I had to. So then I had to go T for a while, but then I quit the Ford dealership, so I can just keep on growing. Start looking like a
unless your job actually requires you to, shave it down for safety. I've never understood having to shave.
I mean, as of right now, I have yet to catch it in a fan of an engine, so we're doing pretty good.
We had a
Fox
guy
can
at my
fix it.
former place of employment.
I got that in my head now. Sorry, I was reading Fox Can Fix It's comment. It's in my head now.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you. We had a guy at my former place of employment. His name was Red Beard. And he had a tractor jacked up. He was testing the MFWD. So it's mechanical front wheel drive. And it's this big drive shaft that runs along, and there's supposed to be a shield. And he took the shield off so he could watch and make sure the shaft wasn't vibrating because it had a weird vibration. So he had the front jacked up. He was running just the front wheels. And somehow part of his beard got up into the yoke and ripped the whole beard off. He became no beard really fast.
Didn't take
That's
skin.
right there.
Just the beard.
Yeah, it tore the beard. It didn't hurt him, but it tore the whole beard out of his face.
That could have been really bad.
He got fired before I did. But he was a good guy. I'm assuming they probably fired him for the same reason they fired me. When you think about it, because right after he got fired, we had a student tech show up. So.
Well, Fox says, did he work on the EM50 project?
EM50. No. I don't know what that is. It was probably above my pay grade.
Well, anyway, so if you guys can, let's get it back to the stone soup thing. If you guys can maybe locate anybody else in the along the route that would like to be a part of it, great. Don't forget to send either Jason or me your bios for each shop. Some of those can be written up without folks' assistance, like Jamie's, for example, because he's huge.
Yeah.
Just need to get a little bit of permission and go with it. But
So something I was thinking about, and I meant to say it on the Discord, I forgot to, but has anyone tried like reaching out to like any kind of official sponsors or anything?
yeah, I actually have. I've got word out to several different ones actually, starting all the way down at Dremel for my regular stuff, and all the way up to U-Haul to help drag the car. Let us use a trailer and we'll promote for you, that kind of thing. But I've gotten zero responses yet. So
I'm going to probably throw, especially once I get the site finished, and I wanted to have a little more, of this kind of settled, that I was going to, I work for Haggerty, and so I was going to throw that in there on one of our Slack channels and explain what we're doing, and then see if anyone wanted to kind of, they'd be interested in picking that up a little on one of their media, because they've got that whole media section.
Right.
And they've got a lot of, they do articles, and a lot of times they're really simple articles. Like we had a member that gave away a Volvo 240, and I think he was on the West Coast, and they helped get that, do the take care of the giveaway, and then of course the guy had to fly, go get it. They gave him the airfare to go fly and get it, but they weren't going to transport it. But, so I'm kind of hoping maybe I can finagle a little something out of that.
Well,
so I was thinking more to the point of like Napa, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, something like that,
like a parts sponsor.
I didn't say that, but I started with Dremel and then I ended with U-Haul. But I reached out to Chris from Busted Radial to see if maybe Advance wanted a part of it. They sponsor him. So,
yeah,
he said that he'd throw it around and see what they said, but given that they're already sponsoring him, it may or may not be a good thing. It just depends on the day of the week, I guess, as far as whether or not they're willing.
they do sponsor a few different people. They sponsor Gears and Gasoline too, or they used to.
I think the biggest one I see sponsoring, channels is O'Reilly's, but they've got their fingerprints on an awful lot. Who knows if they really want to put their fingerprints on something like this?
Yeah, well,
Right.
yeah, considering how small it actually is, and the more that we scream, the more that people are going to pay attention. The greasiest wheel or the squeakiest wheel. So, if we can push this to every media that we can, the Instagrams and the YouTubes and what's the other one? The one with the
Face tick.
Tiki Taki.
the evil guy at the top.
Facebook, yeah,
X.
Yeah, Facepack.
Face tick.
the guy with the Android.
Yeah, the guy that is an android.
He has an Android.
Describing half of those guys.
Right.
Zuckerberg.
Anyway, like I said, the more that we push, the more that we get heard. So if you guys want the logo to put on whatever write-up you want to put on for your channel or whatnot,
That would be a good thing to send. I actually would. That would be good to put the logo on for each.
Yeah.
If they have one.
Well, I think everybody should have one.
I didn't have one up until you made me one.
I'm gonna have to get one. I'll pay somebody on Fiverr or something, get something made. But...
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay. We'll talk about it over text.
It's going to be a turd emoji.
There's someone squatting over a box.
Oh.
I had a really crappy one I made on MS Paint for a while,
Crappy.
and I decided I didn't like it anymore. So now it's just a picture of me leaning against a car that I don't even work on the channel.
Hell. Well, any suggestions from the peanut gallery over there? Tim, Colleen, Fox, anybody? JYD?
Hey, Fox can fix it. Just got me to 470. Thank you.
Attaboy.
I've gotten 10 since I got on with you guys. So
Rock on.
I haven't been doing very good. My stuff has been not very Mopar-ish, and it doesn't always do well unless it's Mopar. So, stupid shit like Mini Coopers or Mercury Cougar or something.
Oh, every time I didn't realize that my finger was showing up on camera.
Big finger. I was just asking if anybody in the comments had suggestions, Colleen. That's all. Things that we might be missing, that kind of thing.
Any relation to Tim Tebow?
I don't know if he is or not. That's not a bad idea.
Well, Interstate or Optima or something like that.
Well,
Optima used to sponsor a lot of different channels, including Roadkill when they were smaller.
Well, Roadkill, I think they sponsored them when they had a bit bigger of a following, I think.
Well, yeah, I get that. I mean,
the Optima one, I know there's YouTubers. There's also just small dudes with Jeeps that do like Instagram and stuff like that have small sponsorships. It's a possibility. It's just something more to try, really, Vic, are you taking notes?
I am.
Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Commander with a notepad is the best commander.
I actually know how to write.
I can write. I just don't know how to spell what I'm writing.
No,
I can write, but I can't read what I write down. Oh, I definitely can't do that. No one else can either. Chicken scratch? We're talking about like rocks on a cave wall or something.
You guys should see my sister's handwriting. She looks like she just picked it right up out of a Victorian woman's handbook or something. It just the way she writes, it's astonishing.
The parts lady at my old work finally looked at me one day and said, just show me what you're getting and tell me what the work order is, because I cannot read your handwriting.
I can, Fox. Give me a second. I'm going to write it down.
I think Tim Windsor needs to explain what his process is for getting that many subscribers.
He's just hanging out with us. So
Without content.
He's milking our prosperity.
Is that part of being part of the No Name Nationals 500?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, Chris, I'll send it to you after the live stream's over. We're not going to hang out too terribly long. Like I said, it's more just touching base and telling everybody what's going on. When there's a major step that happens, I'll probably do the same thing. Like here in a couple of weeks when, hey, John.
Who do we have besides for Jamie with, musical talent? Have somebody write a song.
I thought about that too.
I have about the same amount of musical talent as your average 2x4, so I gotta count me out on that one.
Okay, you're out then, Lovejoy. None.
Can't sing, I can't
bass, but I'm not really any good at it.
For the time being, the theme song ought to be some sort of a spoof of Eastbound and Down or something like that. I don't know, but I think that'd be perfect.
And it is going east roughly.
It is going east and down.
Loaded
and
down and rusting.
And down.
Is it loaded down and rusting?
Yeah. It gets here and it's just like the top half of the car.
We're sorry, Vic. We kind of screwed things up.
Fortunately for us,
nobody breathed on it.
The winter weather's mostly passed, so we shouldn't have to deal with that too much.
We're just about to skip spring here in Nebraska, as we always do. It was like 90 degrees today.
Yeah, same. Yesterday for us was 90.
This thunderstorm is blowing. It's supposed to bring in back down to the 50s. But...
Hey, Fox, do you – I'm not saying that they're not because I really don't know. Do you think they'd be willing? I mean, I realize the magazine itself, the paper form is probably not as big as it was, but as far as I know, Hot Rod is still huge, isn't it?
I mean, Hot Rod is pretty big. You don't want to probably bother with any of the Motor Trend stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to wind up owing my soul to Motor Trend.
Yeah.
Oh, did I forget to tell you? We own your car now.
It was down here in the
property of Haggerty.
No, he was not Haggerty. He's talking about Motor Trend.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Haggerty except for the random advertisements and stuff you see from time to time. That's about all I know.
I've seen Motor Trend. I know Motor Trend too, and it seems like everybody who stops working for Motor Trend and makes a YouTube channel tends to have some stories like, "This is why I left Motor Trend." It never sounds good.
Yeah.
And, in our interactions with Roadkill Nights with Weston, Motor Trend was a pain in the rear end about every single thing. They had an agenda, and they didn't want Weston to win. They were specifically gearing to avoid having Weston win, and he did pretty damn good. Way better than they thought.
I'm not familiar with all that, so
yeah, it was a bit of drama back then. It's not so much now, but it was strange seeing it from that perspective. Actually, seeing the producers and stuff walking around. There's things going on that they told everybody to come over and do interviews, and they come over to do the interviews, and they're trying to hand a script to people so they can read off a script. It's like, hold on, we're independent. We have our own YouTube channel. Why in the world are we reading off a script?
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, I don't know. I could never do that, dude. Sure, I can read my own scripts that I write for my videos, but I'm never comfortable with somebody else saying this is what you're supposed to do. And I think that's why Never really been a huge success in the business world because once I know what to do, I don't need you to tell me.
Right.
Yeah. The main thing with scripting, if some producer wrote it, it's probably full of, I don't know, bland garbage. It seems
Yeah.
to be the case.
Crap you don't actually care about.
I strive to not script anything I put out, and some of my stuff's not the highest quality because of it. But there's a lot of people I used to watch that you can tell when they switch to following a script for all of their videos from just the raw. This is what's happening. This is what we're doing. And I don't tend to enjoy it when I don't tend to enjoy the scripted stuff as much.
Did you catch the Vice Grip Garage one where he was working on that tractor outside? And I don't know if something happened with his audio, but you could tell in the end he had to go back in and he had to just basically voice over the whole thing.
Vice Grip Garage is one of them that I used to watch when he was smaller, and I watch him occasionally now, but I don't watch him religiously anymore because even if his stuff's not scripted, it just feels scripted because he's done the same thing so many times.
Yeah, I mean, you can only pull the same joke so many times,
right?
Or it's not so funny. I mean, I like a lot of what he does. And I really enjoy some of the cars.
I have no problem with the guy. He's
the main
doing some
thing
good
is,
work.
yeah, it's not near as entertaining as it used to be. Thank you.
Well, in point of fact, he's doing what we're all trying to do right now. He's doing. He made it.
Right.
So I mean, we can't really fault the guy.
No.
I mean, hang on. He didn't make it off of reading a script. He made it off of being him. And I think that's where the big change happened. It's not just Derek Bieri going out there and rebuilding a car and having fun and risking it all to get it home. Now it's a team of 50 guys that are all watching him, and he's reading from a script. And again, no harm, no foul. You're doing what we all want to do, but it just seems like it's not the same chemistry. Indirect connection. We can hear you or we can see you. Do you have a person that can type for you, or are you driving solo?
Oh, that's right. He's hauling the load, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What did I miss? I just had to run off the trolls.
I don't know if he's
we just watched you do that.
If he has a cohort or whatever.
Yeah. So
co-driver.
Of all the big YouTube channels for automotive side of things, Vice Grip, he's certainly got a pretty high amount of my respect. I tell you, he's got some pretty cool stuff. He's done a lot of cool stuff. He's a busy man.
Yeah.
Him and his wife both. They do really good on that.
Yeah, we saw him over at Iola this last year. He had a tent over there and was there for a few days. But the line to see him and actually go talk to him was way too long. We were willing to do that, but you could still go right up to the tent and there's a table right there, and you could be right up close to him and while he's working. He didn't interact with people. He was very focused on what he was doing.
Well,
Iola said?
Yeah, Iola up here in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have been nearer to me. I didn't know that.
I actually met him here in Dayton, 2021. Handed him a card. Never heard anything from him. And I actually, I don't know if you guys saw the Independence video that we did for him. Got a hold of him astonishingly and asked him if we could do Independence for him, and he said sure. And tried to get PO box or something to send it to him. Never heard anything else. So he's a busy dude. We get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic.
We're all getting off topic again.
Well, I'm going to send everybody. Pardon me. I'm going to send everybody at least the logo and a brief write-up of Stone Soup that you can post however you want to on your media or whatnot. Try to include in there somewhere to make sure to subscribe to these channels, because the car is going to be on these channels over the next, God, how many days we got left now? 158? 157
Something like that.
So I'm sure John is like looking at his clock right now, like 157 days, 22 hours, 9 minutes.
So putting links or something to the website that we could put in there. All the channels are listed in the website or something. Think that would work?
Jason?
So there's a couple things you could, like for Stone Soup, if you had a playlist, you can direct it to the playlist. And I assume you're going to make a playlist of all the different channels, and it's all going to be rolled up.
We will, yeah.
So we'll have that. I thought, we'd have the playlist. Each one of you, we could have a link just to the channel, or if you had a specific video you wanted to go to instead, you could send that. And then I thought we'd on the homepage have like the latest, whatever the latest update is, the latest video would probably be, just kind of a feature. So.
All right. Any other thoughts on sponsors, folks that we might be able to,
is there a tire situation sorted out, or is it going to have tires by the time it comes near us? Because if I'm going to haul it with the wrecker, it's going to need some kind of tires.
Yeah, it's definitely going to at least need the rears.
We could reach out to like TireRack.com or something.
There you go.
I know they sponsor some small people.
All right.
My son works at a Matthews Tire and Auto up here in Wisconsin. I don't know where that is as far as like where you're at, but he's always been really good about setting tires aside for me. He takes off his stuff and and it's like, hey, these might fit this car, these might fit that car. And sometimes they give me a really good deal on that as well.
Preferably, it would be like a brand new set of tires.
Yeah, but by the time that it gets over to Wisconsin, it's going to be 80% the way there, and it'll definitely be after Mike.
Am I before or after Mike? I don't remember.
You are before Mike.
I might have a set of tires I can throw on it. They aren't going to be brand new. I haven't looked in my stash yet, but they have decent tread. If that thing has what, 14s?
Somebody in the comments help me. I think it's 14. There's something by a 5x4 pattern or 4x5 pattern.
I have at least
the
two
small
14-inch tires that are good that I could throw on, so we'd at least have the rears.
And there's always the possibility somewhere between now and then, because if I find tires, I don't pass them for a good deal. The tires on my Plymouth cost me $160, and it was 5 brand new tires, so I don't pass up a deal. That being said, I have a set of wheels off a Rambler. Now I wonder, it's the same bolt pattern, but I wonder if the spread for the hub spread, I wonder if that's actually the same size.
Look at Colleen's comment. Indirect Connection says most had 13s 5x4 bolt pattern.
Yeah, working gas gauges are a good idea.
Truth be told, they're optional.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're definitely optional. I mean,
if you run out of gas, then you don't have any more gas.
I had a Ranger with a fuel gauge that didn't work. My old blue Ranger. I just carried a jug of gas with me.
Stacy fucking David. I don't know why I didn't think of that one.
The brown Ranger that's on my channel, I don't know if anybody here has seen the video, but it was wrecked in the front end. I drove it home like 8 miles like that, but it's got 14s on 3 of its wheels, and the tires are like brand new. So that's why I say I have some 14s that can probably go on it.
Well, I set of Goodyear Tiempos. I don't know how old those are, though.
Do what?
I have a set of Goodyear Tiempos, if anyone remembers those.
Holy crap. Yeah, they're probably...
I bought them off my Aspen. They got 3-digit code, so I have no idea, but that's a 79, and it's entirely with 30,000 miles. So it's entirely possible.
That was just after the Flintstones replaced their tires.
And I'm thinking, yeah, they retired.
Those are probably bias plies, aren't they?
90s. No, they're the first all season radials.
Really?
Yep. I actually keep it in my trunk for
those
shows.
off a 73 Suburban. I don't know where those wheels came from originally, but they didn't originate on the Suburban. and they were atrocious.
Well, I realize that, given that I'm getting this car virtually free, I don't have anything really to say about it, but the way I think keeping it stock, or at least stock looking, is a big deal. So I'd like to keep the original rims that are on it.
Yeah.
And at least, rims that are for the car. That said, Jim from Jim's Fastback, he is gonna, when it goes by him, he's gonna throw a couple of period correct rims in the trunk. I definitely would like to have a full size spare that matches the rest of the car, because I'm a Mackie, and that's the kind of thing that happens. So
That's 5x5 or 5x4.5.
5 and 4.
He
I think I have
Indirect
one.
Connection said 5x4.
If they're 5x4, I don't know. But if it's 5x4.5, I probably have a wheel.
Well, the wheels that are on it look like they're okay. That's something I'll chit chat with Jamie about, as far as like the condition of the wheels. But rubber is a definite. We're definitely going to rubber.
I thought we were looking for a new spare. I didn't know if you had the original spare rim.
Oh, I don't know. Nobody's been in the trunk yet.
I highly doubt it's in there, but if it is, it's probably really terrible.
If there is any trunk left, if the wheel hasn't already fallen through the trunk.
Right. Cruising along on a freeway, hit a bump, and a tire shoots out of the trunk, out of the floor of the trunk.
You laugh, but I had that happen on a really crappy, like, G-body GM. It was a Monte Carlo that I got for almost nothing. And before I had a license, I just tore it up and down the country roads, and I hit a bump, and I heard a thunk. And then my car shut off. So the gas tank and the spare wheel fell out the back.
Hey, Junkyard D, come back to your phone, man. Honest Peyton Speed Shop was in Stacey David's What Are You Working On contest. Submit Stone Soup for the next one. I will, but do you think that's a viable thing? Like, would that generate some interest? Like, does he announce it? Did he show Honest Peyton's car on What Are You Working On? That'd be a big one, man. I watched Stacey David back like forever ago.
He's still posting stuff.
Oh, are you looking right now?
He must be a little before my time. I've never heard of him personally.
He used to do the after the races, or after, like you get home from church and you turn on a TV, Stacey David and his buddy are working on a car.
Yep.
He's one of those guys.
I think his YouTube is Stacey David Official, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm probably a little young for him. We also didn't have cable growing up, so.
Oh, my father was a cheap bastard. There ain't no way we were getting cable unless he wanted it.
We had cable once a year, or one for like a month every 4 years, and it was to watch the Olympics. Other than that, we didn't have it. My dad would pay for it long enough to watch the Olympics, and then we'd get rid of it.
I just saw our local raccoon run right.
Yeah, I was going to say, was that a cat or a raccoon?
That was a raccoon. Been trying to catch that one for months. A wily little feller.
He doesn't seem too concerned.
He is not.
I wouldn't be catching it.
I have a trap.
I've stopped being so polite to my wildlife that I've got birds out here now, so I can't really let them run around anymore. They just better hope they don't run into me when I've got the infrared scope on. We'll just put it that way.
My wife's got a bird you can use as bait.
I'm going to jump off, guys.
Roger that.
Thanks for coming.
I'll let you guys know when the website's got a little bit more to look at. Next step is just going to be the main, just the Stone Soup page, just like kind of like one long page of where it's at in the map and so forth and the list. So just keep moving from there, picking at it.
Roger that.
Sounds like I am going to be probably heading down by the Jays when it ends up in East Troy. So instead of it having to make its way up by me, I'll probably just come down by them for even just probably get a hotel and stay a couple days and
Okay.
put them on something. They said that'd be fine. So
Roger that. Yeah, I can't wait for that particular. I mean, not that I'm not interested in anything else, but having the two clusters of guys working on the cars, you up there in Minnesota and these guys down there in Nebraska area, that's going to be a laugh, dude. I can't wait to see those videos. So, well,
all right.
Jason, I appreciate everything you're doing, man. Seriously, thank you.
You're welcome. Good stuff. Thanks.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya.
And then there were 3.
Yeah.
Well, it's about to be 2
Never mind.
because I'm looking out at this picture window at this storm blowing, and it occurs to me that I didn't put my Harley in the garage yet, and we're supposed to get hail.
Might be a good thing, man.
So I'd probably need to run back into town and throw it in the garage quick. So I'm probably going to go ahead and take off as well. Thanks for having me.
No
I
problem,
really
man.
appreciate it. Let me know when we figure some more stuff out. I've got a buddy who's a district manager for O'Reilly's. I'll probably put a bug in his ear as well, but I'm not going to guarantee anything.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to contact all these parts houses and everything else to try to at least ease some tensions on the guys that are working on the cars. So,
All right. Well, thanks, Vic.
no problem, man. Be safe, bud.
Good to meet you, Mike.
Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about doing that vote for it thing that Junkyard D mentioned. That's a good idea.
We'll have to drum up some interest. Has anyone made a Facebook page for this yet?
No, there is a Facebook page for Functional Histories, but I haven't had access to that thing in 8 months. So Johnny, he's super busy, and to be frank, I don't want to bother him about a Facebook page. So,
I mean, we could make a new one or something. I'm still learning how to do it. I've got to make some kind of a page for my channel, but I've got people that'll help me through that process, and we could probably sit down and build one.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not a huge face bag guy, but if you're willing, we'll gladly take the help.
I mean, at a bare minimum, it's more people to put their eyes on the project and view it,
right.
Spread the word.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go take care of these sponsor requests and then send out the logo to you guys with the brief synopsis of the thing so you can post it on your channels. Try to look up some of these sponsors and definitely do that Stacey David thing. So, anything else you can think of?
Nothing I can think of at this particular moment.
All right. Well, it's an hour and a half. That's a pretty good run for a bunch of bullshitting.
I mean, we accomplished 2 or 3 things at least.
Yeah. Still, though, the biggest worry is the gap between just south of Seattle over to Wachahe so that Scott can grab the car. Beyond that, we have transportation. But that first jump from Jamie over to Junkyard Necromancer, that's going to be the pucker,
I mean, like I said, if it was a little closer, I'd have no problem doing it. But that's far beyond my fuel budget.
Yeah, that's putting it about 1,500 miles from you, so it might be a little out there. So, no problem, Connor. Be safe, man. All right, well, I'm gonna knock it off, and thanks everybody for showing up. Thank you for the ideas. They have been listed, so I'm gonna get on this stuff, and I have a busy night, and I'm sure you do too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have 3 days to have the record done. Yes.
All right. Well, everybody, be safe, have fun, and we'll probably revisit everything in a couple of weeks. This was kind of thrown together at the last minute, so Much love. Be safe.
And remember, trust in the rust.
Oh my God. See you, man. Bye,
See you
everybody.
guys later.